In the Elder Days, before the great schisms of men and the vanishing of the Elder races, there was a kingdom unlike any other, Eldoria, the realm of unbroken light. Its heart lay in the Crown of Eldoria, a relic forged in the celestial fires of the astral forge, imbued with the wisdom of the elders and the boundless power of creation itself. It was a circlet of gold entwined with veins of star metal, adorned with 3 gemstones, each a conduit of an elemental force: fire, water, and shadow. As long as the crown remained whole, so too did the kingdom flourish, its people shielded from the darkness that lurked beyond the mortal veil. For centuries, the kings of Eldoria ruled with benevolence, guided by the light of the crown. But power, no matter how pure, always breeds desire, and in time that desire bore ruin. Malakar, the king's most trusted advisor and a sorcerer of unparalleled might, once stood as a guardian of Eldoria, sworn to uphold the balance between power and wisdom. Yet within him burned a hunger beyond counsel or restraint. He had peered into the abyss of forbidden knowledge, touched the edges of eternity, and in his heart he knew power should not be chained to mortal whims. The crown of Eldoria, in his eyes, was a relic wasted upon kings who feared its potential. He believed that only one who dared to wield it fully could ascend beyond mortality itself. His whispers of ambition turned to shouts of war, and thus began the Sundering, the great battle that tore Eldoria asunder. The war raged for a decade. The skies burned, rivers boiled, and the land itself trembled beneath the wrath of gods and men alike. With each battle, Malakar delved deeper into the darkness, drawing strength from the abyss that had once only been a whisper in his mind. He made pacts with the forgotten lords of the Shadow Realm, binding his soul to their will in exchange for untold power. No longer merely a sorcerer, Malakar had become something more, and something far worse. In the final battle, upon the steps of the Ivory Spire, King Aelthorin stood against Malakar, wielding the full might of the crown. Their duel shattered mountains, and their words carried the weight of eternity. "You would see this land enslaved," Aelthorin declared, his sword gleaming with celestial fire. "Power is not to be hoarded, Malakar. It is to be guided." Malakar laughed, dark and terrible. "Power is a river, my king. It cannot be guided. It can only be controlled." And with that, he struck. The force of his magic sundered the sky, and though Aelthorin fought valiantly, he was but a man against an entity that had embraced the void. Knowing he could not defeat Malakar alone, the king made the ultimate sacrifice. With his final breath, he shattered the Crown of Eldoria into fragments, scattering them across the land so that none, neither man nor sorcerer, could wield its power in full again. Malakar howled in fury as the power he sought slipped through his grasp. Though he slaughtered the last defenders of the kingdom and reduced Eldoria to ruin, he could not reclaim the fragments, for they had been hidden where only those of true will could find them. But the abyss does not grant power freely. The moment the crown was sundered, the darkness to which Malakar had bound himself recoiled. The Lords of Shadow, enraged by his failure, turned upon him. His own magic betrayed him, the void he had so eagerly embraced now consuming him in turn. As the ruins of the Ivory Spire crumbled around him, the earth itself split open, swallowing Malakar into the depths where no light could reach. There, in the endless black, he remained, imprisoned in shadow, neither living nor dead, forever yearning, forever waiting. Thus the great kingdom fell into legend, and the world moved on. But the whispers of the crown never faded. For those who sought power, the fragments became a lure, a promise of dominion. And as the centuries passed, those pieces of destiny waited, silent, watchful, waiting for the day they would be reunited. Yet beneath the mountain, in the abyss where even time dared not tread, Malakar lingered. His mind reached out through the void, seeking, searching. The moment a fragment stirred, he would know. And when that day came, not even death itself would keep him from claiming what was his.